Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Social media. Welcome to 15 Minutes. And today I'm going to spend 15 minutes. Oh, first of all, my name is Earl Rush. You may not know who I am. I'm going to spend 15 minutes with my good friend down in Tallahassee, Florida. Let me get this phone, Miriam. I don't keep hearing being disturbed by this. Tallahassee, Florida. My good friend Miriam Watkins. Miriam, how are you today?
I'm awesome. I'm so thankful that you wanted to talk today.
Yeah, I'm lonely, old man, don't have no life. So,
You party more than any of us.
well, not like I used to, but anyway, it's not about me. We got 15 minutes. Normally my interviews are like an hour or something. We can't do that today because you got to get ready for the activities.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the studio first, and then I want to talk to you about your competing at the summit. Or do you want to do vice versa? What do you want to do, Miriam?
That's fine. We can talk about the studio. I love the studio.
Okay, so let me ask you this: has this been a long time dream of yours to own? To get a new studio?
Well, I actually my goal was to buy a studio. So I've been looking for the last 2 years for purchase because I've been renting space since October 2013.
Uh huh.
And what happened was Martin Luther King weekend, I get this email from a property manager, and they say that the city says because we've grown, we didn't shut down during pandemic, so our classes really started growing, and we grew so much that they said that we needed 2 bathrooms and a water fountain, and um, and we needed to be separated with our workout equipment. And so I read through everything that they said, and I said, well, let me know what I can do to still stay here because I didn't want to move the studio, and I would have to move it by the end of January. And we were going to the salsa summit, so I said, I really don't want to move, so let me know what I can do to stay. And there wasn't anything that I could do to continue to have my business in that spot. The other thing that happened was while we were in the spot, each year I was having really major leaks. And I'm kind of the person that I'm extremely loyal. So it's really hard for me to switch when I've been dealing with someone, unless I'm kind of in a situation where I just have to move. So when we were in the summit, because I planned on moving at the end of the month, when we were in the summit, there were 2 leaks that happened at the studio, and they weren't really repairing the leaks, they were patching them up. And so that let me know that I was making a good decision by moving. And how the move happened is I was talking to a friend of mine's mother, and she asked me, she said, Miriam, you never tell me what you're dealing with. And is there anything I can do to help you? And I said, man, I said, I need a new space. I said, and I can't buy a new space this fast. I said, I've been looking, I just haven't found anything that I want to purchase. And she said, I want you to talk to my property manager. Tell him that I told you to go speak to him, and that he needs to do right by you. So I went and I called him, and in 5 minutes, he was like, I got the perfect space for you. You can come by and take a look at it. He said, there's really nothing you have to do. And then I looked at it and I was like, this is perfect. This is exactly what I need. I didn't have to like do any major construction like I did on the other space where I had to put in floors. I did a build out. I didn't have to do a build out. So it was just perfect. And later on, he told me that what happened was during pandemic, he had people that rented spots from him, and they weren't able to keep up the rent, so they shut down their businesses. And so he wanted to have a spot that was available that they could continue to rent if they needed to use space, like floor space. And he said he went by my studio, and I just see people, so I didn't really pay attention. He said he went by my studio and he looked at it, and he developed this spot that I'm in now after my studio, the way I had everything set up. So it was really, when I tell you it was a godsend, it was a godsend because Renzo was coming into town anyway to get away from the cold. And so I had somebody to help me move and work with the speakers and all the electronics, which is not my talent. And then I have the best guys ever at the studio. Like the guys at my studio are just the sweetest men, and they said, Miriam, whatever you need. And so they helped us move everything. And we moved really fast. As soon as I got back from the summit, we had to start getting everything packed up and started moving. So we moved in like a week with everything that we needed, and it was perfect. So I'm so thankful for the people that are in my community. I'm so thankful for Renzo for helping. And he's sleepy, so he's not here. But I'm just really like, I can't thank the people enough for wanting to have a space and supporting me. So that's it about the studio.
Okay, so it's this weekend, yes?
Yes, and I want to explain. So what has really happened is January and February have been like a whirlwind for me. Like we had the move that we needed to do with the studio. I actually got, it's considered a promotion with my job. My team doubled, and that started January 1st. So I took on new people with my insurance business that I'm training, and so that was a little bit of work. While I was in Summit, one of my agents' house burned down. Then he got hit by a drunk driver. So like, it's literally been like a whirlwind of things that I've dealt with. So I was talking to Jason. I wanted to bring him. My plan was to bring him in March. But when I was talking about bringing him in March, I hadn't considered all the things that I was dealing with. And I was like, Jason, I don't know if I want to do a grand opening this soon, right after ASBF. I said, man, it's just a lot going on. And he didn't know even half of the things that I had going on. And so I said, I don't know. And I wanted Tomas to be involved, but Tomas's socials are the first Saturday. So I knew I was bringing Tomas the third Saturday, and I knew that the last day Renzo would be here would be this weekend. So I said, okay, I know it says grand opening, so I gotta have the people that have really been involved in my life for the entire month. So we started like a pre-grand opening last night with our bachata social that we have on Thursday. On Saturday, I'm gonna have Jason come in for 2 hours, and then Renzo's gonna be here. And see, Renzo's been here for like almost 2 months in and out, but we haven't had Renzo DJ for us. He's just been having fun. And but after the move, I
Right.
told him when he came back, I said, I just want you to have fun because I made you work so hard when you were here before. And so he's just been having fun. But the people need him. Like, we need him. So I need him to DJ for us. And so he's gonna DJ Saturday night. And then I have Tomas coming March 19th. And
Oh,
that's kind of what I wanted. Yeah. So I'm excited, and it's just, just getting everything together for what I wanted. What I really wanted was to be able to celebrate the other businesses that are around me as well. So we have
right.
a Tally kombucha place that I'm going to have some of their items here, and then we have some restaurants. We have a taco truck, and we have a pizza place that's right down there. So what I'm trying to do is to bring attention to those businesses as well, for the grand opening for the entire month, to do something with them.
Okay, nice. Jason Molina and Tomas Guerrero.
Yes.
Uh, you starting off with major stars in the industry. Huh? What you figuring? Are you figuring go big or don't go at all? I mean, those are two major stars in the industry.
But Tomas told me to go big. He had a talk with me when I was trying to make it smaller, and I was like, "Oh, we're just gonna have a party.
Right,
It's not a
right.
big deal." I was like, "Man," I said, "I don't know if I need any artists." He said, "Miriam." He was like, "No." He was like, "It's called a grand opening for a reason." And so he had a talk with me. Actually, he encouraged me even more when I saw him at BIG Orlando to make sure that we did something big for people because it's something for the community. And I really am a community person. I want people to have fun. I want them to dance, and I want it to be a spot that people feel like is their second home. And that's what we've always had is people that come in and they just continue to come in for classes, and that's what they say. They come out to socials and sometimes they don't want to leave, it's because it's a place that they can call their second home, a place where they don't feel like they have to be anybody else but themselves while they're here. And that's what I want.
Okay. All righty. Well, listen to Tomas because Tomas knows what he's doing. His socials are always awesome.
They are so awesome. And I just appreciate him for being a mentor for me. I can't thank, I have people in my life that I honestly can't thank enough. I can't thank Thomas enough for the training that he did. And I've trained with a lot of other people that I can't thank enough. The difference with my training with Thomas was Thomas gave me a way to build the school. Like he helped me with the syllabus. He trained me on lead and follow. And he was hard. This wasn't an easy training with him. And the training could have been done for some people in 2 weeks. For me, it took 2 years to actually go through training with Tomas because I wanted to do what he told me to do. And then I wanted to come back and ask questions. But I can't thank him enough. Every time I see him, I just tell him thank you. Like I
Oh, that's
just
great.
thank him enough.
That's the good stuff. Okay. So, all right, you got the big social coming up. You got Tomas coming up in a couple of weeks.
Mhm.
You got the studio rolling. So I wanted to talk to you about. I found out that you had participated in the summit and actually placed. Now, before I go on, I'd like you to explain to all our viewers exactly what is the summit, where is the summit, and tell us about your experience. We got about 5 minutes before we got to go. So,
So it was the Global Salsa Summit and it's held in Miami. And this was the first time with it being Billy, Fajardo, and Nelson actually partnering up to do the summit. I had spoken to Jason because I really was at a spot where I didn't really know, I didn't want to do my teams the same way I was doing them.
okay, I
And
don't want to interrupt you, but again, before you answer all your other questions, what exactly is a summit?
okay, so the summit is a place where there are competitors that compete in salsa, bachata, cha-cha. There was even a competitors in zouk. And what you do is you bring people from all over the world, and you select different categories. You pay a pass, a general pass, VIP pass, if you want to go to some of the events, and then you start paying for your categories, whatever category you're going to compete in. And it can be solo, it can be team, it can be a duo. Um,
Uh-huh.
and you have professionals and you have amateurs,
Uh-huh.
you have semi-professionals that come in to compete, and they have judges that grade you and say whether you have reached certain levels.
Uh-huh.
And those levels can be first, second, third, fourth place,
Uh-huh.
or in the different
Okay.
categories.
Now, who trained you right quickly? Who trained? Who did you train with to get you ready for the competition?
Jason Molina.
Oh, okay. I got it now. It's all working out.
Now you understand, yeah.
And also, was this the first year, or did they add it, or they already had one? You were in the I'm not going to say senior division, the over 40 division.
That's right.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
right.
See, I didn't even know they had one. If I had known they had an over 40 division, I would have got trained,
Yes.
practiced, and won first place. I didn't know that. So maybe next year you might see me at the summit.
Yes, they have an over 40 division. And that's what I did. Because I said to myself, I'm not competing against these 20-year-olds because
Right.
I'm not falling and rolling over the floor and
Right.
doing all these flips. And when you hurt your bones in your 40s, it takes a while to recover.
I remember those days, I believe. Yeah.
I'm not doing that anymore. So I was very happy that they had an over 40 category. And what they do is they have all the categories. You have certain days that you perform. And I performed with two girls that are actually, they really do heel dancing. And I wanted them because they've done competitions before. And I said, well, ladies, I know that you all aren't, like intermediate, advanced salsa dancers. They'd only been dancing salsa for like a little
Right.
bit of classes. But I was like, could you just come and let's see what this is like? Because I had never done a competition in salsa. So I wanted to see what it was like. And I enjoyed it. It was very organized
Yeah.
for me. It was organized, and the people were kind. The judges, I felt like they did a great job in what they did, and in all of the categories, because I watched the categories, and the socials were awesome. And I'm always in support of Mike Calderon, and he was there DJing, and I love him very much. And so the socials were good, and the competition was good, and I had a good time.
Great. Well, it sounds like things are going well for you, Miriam, and I'm so happy for you. I look forward to coming down to the studio.
I know. I gotta get you here.
Yeah,
Yeah, we gotta work on something. We need to work
yeah,
on,
yeah. That's
I
good.
mean, like for real. We need to work on a
For
project.
real, for real.
Yeah, and set
Look,
something up in the warmth so you can
yeah,
come here when it's warm. Have
there
fun.
you go. So I know I gotta. I know you gotta get ready to go because you gotta get ready for the festivities this weekend, and I think I gotta go take a nap or something. Uh, I just wanted to thank you for taking time out to chat with me today,
Thank you
and
for having me. You're always so kind, and I just appreciate your kindness and just supporting everybody. Earl, you do a lot for the community worldwide, and I need to make sure you know how much you're appreciated. I
well,
appreciate
th- thank you. I appreciate the kind words, but this isn't about me. It was about you for 15 minutes. So we're gonna move on. Um, Congratulations on your opening on your studio. Congratulations on competing at the summit and actually, I thought you placed it.
I
Did you?
did, but let's not get it twisted.
Okay.
I placed, but I was the only one in the category. So I made sure everybody knew that. I
Oh,
was
okay.
a win is a win is a win is what they told me. And then
Oh, okay.
said, Jason, I said, were my numbers, consistent with somebody that was first place? Because I don't want to put out there that I placed. And I was like, my numbers were bad. And he said my numbers were consistent with someone that was first place. And
There
that's
you go.
the only reason why I shared that I had first place. Because it's hard to say you had first place when you're the only one. Like I was like, I said, we're out of 40 people.
Hey, hey, hey. You did what you had to do, you know.
Do what you
Next
have to do.
next year you'll be competing against me, so you'll have somebody else.
Hey, that's gonna be fun. We
There
gonna
you go. All right, Miriam. Let me let you go. I hope you have a very blessed and productive day.
You too. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye bye.